Okay, so is it possible to lose fat and build muscle at the same time? Everyone always wants to know this, and especially the beginners when they come into the fitness world, they're always like, can I build muscle and lose fat at the same time? Well, in this video I'm going to tell you the absolute truth, no bullshit, as you know me already. Well, if this is not the first video you're watching. But anyway, let's get into it. So the initial answer is going to be no, but there are some exceptions. So let's get into them. Number one is if you're a beginner and you're first starting out, you can lose fat and build muscle at the same time. That's the one exception. Number two is if you're coming back from training, say after an injury or a long period of out training, you can lose fat and still build some muscle, gain your strength back. So those are the only two exceptions where this can happen. Besides that, it just won't happen. It just won't. That's not the way the body works. But what I will say is, you might think this is true, and at the moment I'm talking bullshit, because if you've been seeing other people, maybe some people in your gym are losing fat and building muscle, and yeah, they are probably on steroids. That sounds very judgmental, but what I'm trying to say is, if someone's like getting huge and they're not gaining a little bit of fat, they're actually getting shredded and getting huge, something's going a bit fishy on there. So yeah, you can do it if you take some juice. But besides that, you can't really, this doesn't really apply, you can't do it. But don't get disheartened, keep watching the video. What I will say though is one solution, that you can kind of lose fat and build muscle, but it's not going to be at the same time. But here goes. It's going to be micro bulking and micro cutting. What this means is like doing short periods of bulking and cutting. For example, I bulk for 1 month, then I cut for 1 month. That will mean I gain a little bit of muscle, then I lose some fat. Then I gain muscle, then I lose some fat. So like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. So I'm still gaining, but won't be getting a lot of fat, and I won't lose my abs. So that is one good solution in my opinion that works, and obviously if you want to do this naturally, it's probably going to be the best way to bulk and still see your abs. But again, it depends how aggressively you do it. At the moment I'm bulking, but I'm not going too aggressive, I can still see my abs. But if you eat like 1,000 calories over your maintenance, then you will gain fat a lot quicker. So it's all about the caloric intake. So to answer your question, can you lose fat and build muscle at the same time? The answer is, in reality, no, if the exceptions doesn't apply to you. But what you can do is micro cutting and micro bulking. The only thing I would say though is, if you bulk over a period of say 4 or 5 months, you know, a long time range, it can be advantageous in some ways, but then it can't. It's all personal preference. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you do it for 5 months, then your mindset is more set in stone, like, okay, these 5 months, let's build some strength, let's build muscle. Whereas if you go from bulking 1 month, then all of a sudden to cutting, it may affect your performance. But that's just a hypothesis. Again, it's like everyone's different, so whatever works for you. If you're more concentrated on keeping your abs and trying to build a little bit of muscle, then this would be great for you. Seriously, micro bulking, micro cutting, excellent choice. But besides that, the answer is no, unless you're taking some juice and using steroids, whatever. But anyway, as always, I hope you found this video useful. Excuse me, subscribe to this channel if you did. Stay positive, stay smiling, and know you can't lose fat and build muscle at the same time, except for 2 exceptions. So anyway, I'm out. See you later.